Good morning. We find ourselves at Wednesday of the Great Easter Octave. And today I would like to review with everyone just what this Easter Octave is and why it's structured the way the Church has it structured. Now, keeping in mind that there are two great octaves in the Church's liturgical year. The Easter Octave, obviously, and the Christmas Octave. And the Easter Octave, however, is singular in that beginning with Easter Sunday and then every day until the following Sunday, in this year, as it has been in the past, will be the Divine Mercy Sunday, which is the 8th and final day of the Easter Octave. The Gospels in particular, for every day, keep reminding us of Easter Sunday itself and the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. All four of the evangelists write of the resurrection of Jesus from the dead, obviously, because that is the most important event in all of human history. And they give us different perspectives of the same moment of Jesus' resurrection and how the apostles and the first disciples came to know that he was alive and that the resurrection had occurred and how it affected them. But the octave itself goes back to ancient times in our church. And while there are other lesser octaves, the whole point of the octave itself is to keep our attention focused on the feast which it memorializes and commemorates. And so obviously, with Easter being our greatest of all solemnities and feasts in the church, the readings in particular from sacred scripture, especially the Gospels, are going to keep our attention focused on the resurrection of the Lord. The other element in the Easter Octave is captured by the Church's selection of first readings, all from the Acts of the Apostles. Now, the Acts of the Apostles, written by St. Luke, gives us an account of the beginnings of the church from Pentecost through the lives of the various apostles, St. Peter, St. Paul, St. James, and St. John, and so forth, and gives us a very good idea of what the early church was doing from the day of Pentecost, which was basically going to the entire world, known world at the time, and preaching the good news of Jesus Christ crucified and risen. The truth of the gospel, of course. But it's an interesting connection that we have. We listen each day to readings from the Acts of the Apostles, which show us the profound and transformative effect that the resurrection of Jesus from the dead had on the apostles and the church itself. And then we move from that, so to speak, back to an account from one of the four Gospels of the day of the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. All of it, to the mind of the church, is meant to not just remind us, but to impress on us the centrality, the importance of Jesus rising from the dead, and present to us in not so many words, but more in those readings from the Acts of the Apostles and the Gospels, present to us the question, what effect in your life and mine has the resurrection of Jesus had in how I understand and how I live my daily faith? And so as we continue through this beautiful Easter Octave, I ask you to meditate for a few moments from day to day just on that question. What effect has the resurrection of Jesus from the dead had in my life? May God bless you in this octave and in the beautiful Easter season itself.